Noam Chomsky is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, logician, social critic, and political activist. He was born on December 7, 1928, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He studied in the University of Pennsylvania, then he was named to the Society of Fellows at Harvard University. He also worked as an assistant professor at MIT, and he was visiting professor at Columbia University. He has had a big impact on linguistics and contemporary ideas, being known as the father of modern linguistics. He is one of the top 10 most cited scholars in history. The arrival of syntactic structures in 1957, linguistics has been really dominated by his ideas. Chomsky was educated in the structuralist tradition, but he turned aside that school to bring mentalism back. For him, grammar should study what the native speaker knows about his or her own language. And then he defined the generative grammar. He is largely responsible for establishing linguistics as a formal natural science.
Language is innate. This theory postulates the existence of a genetically determined mental structure that explains the knowledge speakers have about the mother tongue. That's why all children have the ability to acquire, develop, and understand grammar regardless of language, environment, culture, or ethnicity they were raised in. So this basically means that language acquisition is relatively independent of intelligence. Get it? Generative grammar. This mental structure allows language users to create and understand an infinite number of sentences out of finite signs and rules to combine them, competence or creativity. For instance, when Chomsky said, "Color was green and you sleep furiously," he showed that the infinite nature of grammatical possible sentences and that not all of them make sense, right? Universal grammar. As linguistics aims to study the system of knowledge that underlies the understanding and production of languages, rather than actual behavior of language users, theory of linguistics should attempt to provide a notion of, let's say, possible human language. This implies to go beyond the study of specific languages and determine what the universal properties of human language in general are. A combination of rules, principles, conditions that all languages share a genetic predisposition to acquire language knowledge in a highly specific way. Nowadays, after revolutionizing the field of linguistics, Chomsky is largely dedicated to social and political activism.
Created using Powtoon.